Hi pals, welcome to my channel From Skin to Savvy. If you are new here, welcome. I hope you enjoy this video, and if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. As some of you will know, I had a little bit of a bet on with my boyfriend that I wouldn't reach 500 subscribers by the end of April, and I am so excited to tell you all that we did it. We got there on the Easter Monday actually, and as much as my boyfriend was gutted to be wrong, he was also super supportive of the fact that I did it, and he has been a gem actually, but don't tell him I said that. Yeah, so thank you every single person that has subscribed and got me to, I think it's 510 subscribers I'm on now. So yeah, I really do appreciate that, and it was just so much fun for me to watch the numbers climb and have that over him sort of thing. We have a brilliant relationship, don't get me wrong, but I just don't like that quite often he's right and I'm wrong, and I do like to be right sometimes. But anyway, if you are new here and you haven't yet subscribed, I would really appreciate it if you could. And as always, if anybody wants to leave me a comment or a like, I would just love it. I try and respond to all comments, but I have found a feature where some comments aren't shown to me until I look for them, so I'm trying to be a bit more conscious of looking for these comments that have been withheld by YouTube for some reason. So if I haven't responded to you, it's not because I don't want to, it's literally I haven't seen your comment yet, and I will at some point. But anyway, as I said, thank you so much, and let's get into it. Today we are going to be doing our budget for this coming week. So the 25th, my budget doesn't finish until tomorrow, and this is what we're working with. This is last week's or this week's budget. But as you can see, I have received some money in here. I've got £180 and 2 pence. 2p was from Etsy. They send you money and then you verify your bank account with them for payment, and they've done this to me twice now, so hopefully that's it. But so that's that 2p, and I'm sure it'll come out again at some point. And then this 180 is, I have some side hustles, so I sell jewellery, I sell candles and melts and things like that, and I also sell some sort of beauty products, and that's just from sales from that. £60 of that is from my boyfriend and my mum. I bought some shopping for them and put that on my credit card, so that's just to go back onto my credit card. And £20 of that, my mum very kindly gifted me £20 because I helped her clip her dog. I am not a dog groomer in the slightest, but we attempted to make her look a little bit better than she was. Oh, I think we did not too bad of a job. So I had a quick sort of tally up on the calculator, given all these figures and everything that's come out, and not including anything left over from these. I may not use all of this, and then that'll obviously go into my rollover and whatever. But I had a quick sort of tally up, and I'm looking at having £584.64 as a rollover. It may be more, it may be less, but that's what this actual column's from. When it actually comes down to it, I can write what the rollover was. Other money that might come in, it could be from sales, it could be from selling stuff on eBay or Vinted or whatever. And I also have my wage coming in on the 27th. I don't have my paycheck yet, so I don't know what it is yet. So we'll just put it as nothing yet, and it'll go into our actual column. However, I'm hoping that this week I won't need to touch my wage, and it can just be used for May budget. But we'll see. I'm also getting my nails done, and it's going to be £40 this time because I'm going to get these ones all soaked off and hopefully get my new ones. Like my own natural nails are disgusting, but they're really long, so I'm hoping to get the acrylics off and my own natural nails polished with the gel instead. But we'll see how that goes, but it's going to be around about £40, so I'm going to take that out of my beauty sinking fund, but I've added it in here. So my total budget for this week is £622 and 64 pence. I have my MacBook coming out. Now this will be the second payment in April, the way it's fallen. It does come out on the 27th, which is the day I get paid. So I wasn't too worried about it if I couldn't manage it in my budget, but it's looking like it will be able to be taken out of this budget. excuse me, so we're just going to run with it and hope for the best. The elusive mattress is still not come out of my bank yet. I'm going to leave it another week and then I'm going to give them a phone and see why it's not been taken out, but it's more just the fact that the money's sitting there and I have to keep rolling it over. And obviously I would just like to know when it's going to be due moving forward. But as I said, that's the only 2 bills that's coming out. Obviously this budget ends on the 1st, but that's a Sunday, so I'm expecting all my bills to come out on the 2nd on my direct debits. But I will have my wage to cover them if they do come out on the 1st. The money will be in my account, so I'm not going to worry too much about them for now. But the total bills that I need to account for with this rollover wage is £244.66. That leaves me with £377.98 to play with for my sinking funds and my cash envelopes. If you're wondering why everything is written out, I did try and write it out on camera, and I pretty much filmed my whole video, but then I started just talking a load of rubbish and I haven't even worked out or have the time to edit videos, so basically what you get is what I say. So I'm just redoing it. It's probably quicker for me to redo it than it would be to sit down and try and edit it all. So my groceries, I'm going to put my usual £45 in there. The dog food's getting £5. I am trying to reduce my cupboards are pretty bare actually. I don't buy a lot of tin stuff and things, but my freezer is full to the brim, so I'm going to try and use my freezer this week and see what we've got in there and what we can make. Obviously I've got staples like pasta, so I could end up with just like a vegetarian pasta because I have so much frozen veg in there. But anyway, we'll see what we can come up with. The dog's getting £5. Eating out's not getting anything, although lambing is almost done, so we probably have to start putting that back into our budget. But I'm hoping that we will make it to May before I need to worry about that. Diesel is getting the usual 65. I am toying with putting that up, but the prices seem to have levelled off at the minute, so we're just getting a tank for about 70, and I'm not using quite the full tank for work, so 65 seems okay. My spending is going to get 5 and miscellaneous is going to get 5. And on a side note, I actually used my miscellaneous spending this week. I had to pay for postage for stuff from my Etsy shop, so that has been used out of my budget, which is a first for months, I think. And then obviously we've got the £40 coming out of my beauty envelope to pay for my nails. So in total this week, the money that I will need should be around £165. We take that away from the 377 and that leaves us with 212.98. I'm going to put £100 into sinking funds this week. I mean, it has been averaging about £80, but because I got the £20 for the dog grooming, I thought I would put it into my beauty envelope, and then that just covers my nails in full because there's £20 already in there. So I put £20 into beauty. Oh, excuse me, sorry, I keep yawning. £10 into gifts, £10 into weekend away, £5 into house. Now house is actually just sort of like for home improvements, so I'm hoping to get new flooring at some point this year, so that's what that's for. Christmas, we're going to get £10, vet fund is going to get 5. Now Christmas and vet, I will always try and stuff with something, because you know they need quite a lot, and the vet fund will just keep going and keep going, because obviously the dog's going to be 5 in May, but as she gets older she probably will need more trips to the vet and stuff, so we're just going to keep topping that up all the time forever. Car insurance is going to get 20 and car tax is going to get 10, and we're building them up for July, and emergency is going to get 10. Now my emergency fund, I have like over £1,000 sitting in the bank, and I've got obviously some in my cash envelope. I'm not sure how much I've got in there. I think I've got like £60 or something. But I was speaking to my mum regarding, you know, the car maintenance fund that I have with her, and we are very close to £1,000 on that. So all in told, I will have sort of £2,000 emergency, one for the car and one for the house. So I'm quite happy with that build up. the £60 here for my Tesco credit card is basically from my boyfriend for his groceries and some shopping I did for my mum. So that'll just get paid off straight away, which is ideal. That's how I want to use my card moving forward. I don't want to get rid of it completely, but I want to be able to use it, spend on it, and then pay it off before, you know, any interest is incurred, because that will help my credit score for the moment, because my credit score is so bad. So that'll help that a little bit. So we take the £60 away from the 112.98, and that leaves us with 52.98. And so for the moment, that is what my rollover will be going into the first week in May. Obviously, I might not use all of this money, so that will then become part of my budget into my actual column. So this rollover might be a little bit more, and obviously any pennies that's left over in any of these accounts will go into my penny challenge that I got from Future Budgets. So that is this week's budget, and I just, as I said, I do sometimes think that my budget runs quite smoothly, and a lot of people have to redo their budgets and things like that, and I'm very aware that I seem to have quite an easy time of it, but I think that's just because I've been aware of my problems with money for a long time. So when I decided to do this, I kind of came in with an all or nothing attitude, and I know that won't last, but we're only 4 months into me really doing this budget, so of course I'm still of the mindset it was all or nothing, and I feel very much so that I have to justify every single penny I spend to you guys on YouTube. So I'm lucky in the fact that I don't have much debt, but because I don't have much debt, a lot of that is because I took out a loan to pay off some credit cards and things, so that I had one payment and one interest rate, rather than, you know, the 4 credit cards or whatever that I had, and all with different interest rates, all with different days of when they were due to be paid, and I was getting very confused and missing payments and what have you all the time. So I kind of did that before I started budgeting, and obviously I've always given my mum money for many years. I regularly given her money for saving towards things, and quite often before the money that I would give her I would take it out at Christmas to buy Christmas presents, and so I kind of was saving, but it was more the fact that I just had no money to buy Christmas presents, so I had to use that money, and then obviously things happened when I moved up here, and I had to borrow quite a considerable amount from her then, so I paid all that back, and then she just kept the money. No, she didn't keep the money. I just kept paying her the money I was paying to pay off the loan that she gave me, and that's how the savings kind of started. So then I had things to buy when I bought, you know, like a new washer and things like that. So yeah, I have a really bad relationship with money, but I'm aware that it doesn't look like that with what I'm doing just now. But if you could see my spare room, guys, honestly, I'm not even lying when I say, like, the whole room is covered. I mean, I have bags and bags and bags of clothes to go to the charity shop, and 10 years ago I literally came up here with a suitcase and nothing else. That was it. My whole life was in one suitcase, and I now have a 2-bedroomed house absolutely chock-a-block full of stuff that I will never use and I don't need. So yeah, but I just wanted to explain that, because I do realise that some people don't understand kind of why I budget. Maybe not so much on YouTube, but on other social media platforms. They're like, why are you budgeting? You've always got money, you know, you don't never seem to struggle. But yeah, I do struggle. But I struggle in my head, and at the minute I'm sort of saying to myself, do you need that? How can you explain it on YouTube if you buy it? Which for me works very well, because it's like, well, if I can't explain it to you guys on YouTube, then I don't need it. If I have a reason for it, you know, like I had to buy a new laminator, so obviously I needed the new laminator because I was starting the Etsy shop and I was making the envelopes, so that was a justified spend. I could go to Primark just now and buy a couple of jumpers. I don't need them. Coming into summer, I have jumpers. but if I like them, I could go spend on them, and that's, you know, where I'm at with that. But yeah, but still, I realise that nobody actually judges me on here. Everyone's so kind and caring. But for me, if I can't justify it to you guys, then I don't need it. But I do have a problem with money, and this is really helping me. And so if you are new to budgeting and you feel like, because you're not in debt as such, budgeting's not for you, try it, because you know, you may just be living wage to wage, but try your budget, and over time you will start to save some money. But yeah, as I said, I'm just rambling now. I hope you enjoyed this video, and we will be back again either later today or tomorrow with cash stuffing, because I have the cash from this money here, so I don't have to go to the bank or anything. And then we'll do our closeout on Monday, because obviously I do have to go shopping to get fuel at least, and some groceries. But yeah, take care, enjoy your weekend, have a good one, and we'll speak to you all soon. Bye.